वेलकम टू डे 96 ऑफ मैथ्स विजार्ड। तो हम कर रहे थे इंटीग्रल चैप्टर और हमने स्टार्ट कर दिया था क्वेश्चंस के प्रैक्टिस करना, राइट? सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इन टुडे सेशन। अगेन वी आर गोइंग टू प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस। सो वी हैव टू फाइंड द इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ sin of 2x, right? So integral of sin of 2x. So we already know that sin of 2x integral will become negative of cos 2x, right? Sin x derivative integral is cos 2x minus cos x. Simply, if you find integral of sin x with respect to x, so it will become minus cos x. So integral of sin 2x will become minus cos 2x, and also we have to divide by the coefficient of x, which is 2 over here, and we always put plus c in indefinite integral, right? Next. So many questions are in today's session which will take about only few seconds, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds only, right? Next. Again same thing, cos 3x, integral of cos 3x will become sin 3x and divided by the x coefficient, that is 3, so plus the answer. Next question. Integral of e raised to power 2x, so nothing, exactly same thing. The integral of e raised to power x is e raised to power x and also divided by the coefficient of x, so this is your answer. Next. We are given ax plus b to the whole square. Again, if you consider whole thing as x, so it will become, because here we are given value power of x as only 1, x as power as only 1, therefore we can directly integrate is ax plus b raised to power 3 and whole divided by 3, and also coefficient of x is a plus c. That's your answer. But also how you can do this question? Arey bhai, sit. इसको मैं इधर नहीं ला सकता ना. ओके फाइन, नो प्रॉब्लम. तो इधर कर लेते हैं हम. ऑल्सो वी कैन डू, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी कैन expand this whole square using whole square identity. So it will become ax square a square, which is ax square, plus b square, which is b square, plus 2ab, which is 2ab times x. Then you can integrate this, because now we have got in summation, right? Now its integral will be ax cube divided by q, then plus b square times x. Basically constant number b square is there. Here a and b are acting as any constant number, right? Now 2ab will remain as it is, then x square by 2 plus c. Also you can cancel by 2 by 2. So this is your final answer. Let me tell you, this thing and this thing are exactly same. If you expand this, you will get exactly same type of things, right? Next. This time we are given sin 2x, then negative of 4 e raised to power 3x. Exactly same question that we just did right now, right? Next. So sin 2x will become negative of cos 2x and divided by the coefficient of x, which is 2 over here. Then negative 4 e raised to power 3x will remain as it is, and coefficient of x will be 3. So just divide by that number. So that's your answer, right? Next. Next is again same thing. So it will become 4 e raised to power 3x as it is divided by 3, which is x coefficient of x, and 1 will become x plus c. This is your answer. Next. Now because here we are given two function in products, right? So first of all what we have to do over here is we need to convert them in plus or minus, because we can't find integral in product till now. I have not explained you how to find, right? So first of all we have to convert them into plus or minus, and then we will find integral, right? So integral you can multiply by x square, so it will become x square, then minus x square by x square. This is nothing but 1, right? Now you can integral x square will become x cube divided by 3 minus 1 will become x, then plus c. That's it. Next. Again same thing, we are given directly question here. A, B, C and C are acting as any constant numbers. So it will become ax raised to power 3 divided by 3 plus, for the concept prefer the previous videos please, and c times x will become, then you will get the exactly concept that what I am doing just in a few seconds. Next. Again same thing, so 2 x raised to power 3 divided by 3 it will become, and e raised to power x will become e raised to power x plus c whole divided by 3, that's plus c. That's it. Next, here we are given under root x, then minus 1 by under root x to the whole square. Let me tell you, here you can't find directly integral, because this is not the power of x as 1 over here, right? So first of all we will have to make them in some more difference, plus or minus, then we can find the integral. So for that particular thing, what we can do is we can apply over a formula a minus b to the whole square. So it will become a square, then plus b square, then minus 2 into a into b. So it will look like x plus 1 by x and then minus 2. Now we can easily find the integral of this particular function. So derivative, sorry, integral of x is will become x square by 2 plus what will the derivative 1 by x? 1 by x, remember, log x. Log of mod x you can write, then negative 2, constant number will take x with respect to basically we are finding integral. Next, again very easy question this is, but here we are given x cube plus 5x square minus 4 upon x square, 4 to the whole divided by x square, right? Let me tell you again, we don't know how to find integral which are given in the divide, right, question. So in that case again we need to convert them into plus or minus. So what I will do is, this term will go in the denominator of each term. So x cube divided by x square plus 5 times x square divided by x square, then 4 upon x square, and with respect to no doubt dx, then we have to find the integral. Let's solve first and then we'll find the integral, right? So it will become only x, then plus this one will get cancelled out, then negative 4. Let me tell you, don't apply over here 1 by x as log x identity. Why? Because this is not simple x raised to power 1, it is not there, right? It is x square. So you can write it as x raised to power minus 2 when it will go in the numerator with respect to x. Now we have to find the integral. This is very easy. So it will get x square by 2 and 5 will take x, negative 4, x raised to power minus 2, then plus 1. Minus 2 plus 1 will become minus 1, and that minus 1 will be in the denominator also, right? Next. So it will be x square divided 2 plus 5x, this negative will become positive 4, and you can also write x raised to power 1 in the denominator. So this is your final look of the answer. Next. Again very easy question, but this time you are given under root in the denominator, which basically confuses so many students. So it will be x cube plus 3x plus 4 whole divided by under root x. Now let me tell you, whenever you see under root on any function, anything, any term, then just put 1 in the power 1 upon 2. Just do that thing. So it means under root x means it is x raised to power 1 by 2, nothing else. Again same concept I am going to use. So just send it in the denominator of each term. So it will look like x cube divided by x by this thing, x by divided by x raised to power 1 by 2, then 3x divided by x raised to power 1 by 2, and then 4 divided by x raised to power 1 by 2. Now you can use over here simple basically concept of the exponent and power. It means the bases are same and they are in division, just subtract the power. So x raised to power 3 minus 1 by 2, which will look like to 5 by 2, then plus 3 x raised to power 1 upon 1 minus 1 by 2, so it will be 1 by 2, then plus 4. So just send in the numerator, it will look like this, and now we can easily find the integral of this term. Till now just we solved, right? Next. So again, if you find integral, it will be 5 by 2 x raised to power 5 by 2 plus 1, so it will become 7 by 2. Just divide by that particular thing, then plus x raised to power 3 times x raised to power 1 by 2 plus 1, so it will become 3 by 2. Divide by that particular thing, plus 4 x raised to power, if I add 1 it will become 1 by 2. Divide by that 1 by 2 plus c. This is your answer. Now what you can do is you can take reciprocal of these two numbers, so it will become 2 by 7 x raised to power 7 by 2, then plus 3 will get cancelled out, 2 will get reciprocal, so it will be 2 x raised to power 3 by 2, then plus same thing, if I reciprocal this thing, it will become 8, 4 2 is 8, and x to the power 1 by 2 plus c. These are the basically very simple methods that you always apply after being in the highest class of basically school, right? You must know these basic things. Next, very important, generally students get confused in this type of questions. So let me first write clearly this question: x cube minus x square plus x minus 1 and whole divided by it is x minus 1. Now if you send this term to the denominator of each term, you will see that you are not capable to still integrate. So what you will do is you can take common in this term and this term right now. So if you take x common, okay, take x square common, so it will become x minus 1, then take 1 common here, so you will get x minus 1. By anyhow, basically by any method, but that method must be mathematically correct, you can convert them in plus or minus, right? Now what I can do is I can write in the numerator x minus 1 and then your x square plus 1, and in the denominator it is x minus 1. Now I can cancel this term by this term and we can easily integrate this x square plus 1 now. So it will become x cube divided by 3 plus 1 plus c. That's your answer. Next. Again we are given in multiplication and they have given 1 by root 2 raised to the power of x. So again I am going to multiply over here. So 1 minus x, and it is x raised to power 1 by 2. So if I multiply it, I will get x raised to power 1 by 2, then minus x raised to power. When they are in multiply with the same basis, power are added. So 1 and 1 by 2 will be 3 by 2. If you add them, you will get it. Next. Now we can easily find the integral because now we have in basically addition or subtraction. So it will be x raised to power. If I add 1, it will become 3 by 2 and divide by that particular number. Then if I add 1, it will become 5 by 2 and divide by that particular number plus c. Right? Next. Now you can take reciprocal of these two numbers. So it will become 2 by 3 and x raised to power 3 by 2. Then minus 2 by 5. 2 by 5. 2 by 5 x raised to power 5 by 2 plus c. That's your answer. Next. Where is next? Where is question number 16? Wait. Which question this was? Let me check. 14. Okay, this slide was blank. Let me remove this slide first. 13, 14. This one is your blank slide. Fine. Now let's do the question number 15. Again same type of question is over here. So we are given x raised to power root which is, root x which is x raised to power 1 by 2. Then we have 3x raised to power 2, then plus 2x, then plus 3, and with respect to x we need to find the integral. So what we can do is I can multiply by x raised to power 1 by 2 to each term, right? To each term. So it will become 3 times x, base are same, so power will get added. So 1 by 2 and 2, it will be 5 by 2, then plus 2 x raised to power 1 by 2, and this is 1. So it will be 3 by 2, then plus 3 times x raised to power 1 by 2. And now we can easily find the integral of this function, right? Now, again, when we find the integral, just we need to add 1 in the power. So 3 as it is, x as it is. If I add 1, it will become 7 by 2 and divide by that particular number. Then plus 2 as it is, x raised to power. Add 1, so it will become 5 by 2 and divide that number. Then plus 3, x raised to power 1. So if I add 1, basically it will become 3 by 2. Then 3 by 2 over here and plus c. Now just take reciprocal. So if I send this number over here, it will become 6 by 7, x raised to power 7 by 2. Then plus 2 rows of 4 by 5, x raised to power 5 by 2, then plus 3 will get cancelled out, 2 will get reciprocal to become 2 times x raised to power 3 by 2 plus c, right? So this is your final answer. Next. Question number 16. What time is there? It's only 13. If you notice, in 13 minutes we covered, while explaining, see over here, while explaining we covered 15 questions. It means in less than a minute we are doing a questions, right? Again, this one is the easiest question you can say. So we can directly find the integral. So integral of 2x will become 2x square divided by 2 minus 3 cos x will become sin x only, then plus e raised to power x will become same. 2 will get cancelled out, plus put plus c. That's your answer. Next. Again same thing and very easy question. Actually we are practicing very simple questions till now, and by the way let me tell you, all these questions are from your NCERT first exercise of integral. First exercise of integral from NCERT. Why I took NCERT questions first? Because they are very easy in nature. So when you are able to do this kind of questions, then I will basically level up the questions, right? Make the level up of the questions. Now it will become 2x raised to power 3 divided by 3, very easy, minus 3, sin x will become cos x, then plus 5, it is x raised to power 1 by 2, so if I add 1, so it will become 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 plus c. Now, so it will become 2 by 3, x raised to power 3 minus 3 cos x, if I reciprocal it will become 10 by 3, so x raised to power 3 by 2 plus c. That's your answer. Next, question number 18. Now again, because we are given functions are in multiplication, let me tell you first guys, try to learn the formulas which I have given in your first or second session. Basically in the first session only, by the way, till now I have given you formulas in the first session only. and those are the most important formulas. I have explained you that how those formulas are derived from the derivative formulas. Just you need to integrate of those functions of the basically derivative functions, right? You will get the same function. So now, because in multiply we can't find integral, if you know that directly integral in multiplication, that's fine. For example, if we are given sec x into tan x, here two functions are given, but we already know the directly answer of these two functions, so you can write the answer will be sec x plus c. But if I give you randomly two any functions like e raised to power x into log x, then we don't know that how to integrate these two functions. So because till now I have not explained you, but later in after approximately 8 to 10 videos of 15 minutes basically, you will be able to do this kind of questions also. Because you know the derivative of these two functions which are given in multiplication, then you can directly write the answer. But if you don't know, you can't find integral till now because I have not explained you, right now. So what you can do is you can multiply. So if I multiply, what I will get, I will get secant square x then plus secant x into tan x. Now you have to analyze that these functions are the derivative of any particular function. So if you notice, this is the derivative of tan x, so its integral will become tan x simply, right? It's the derivative of sec x, so its integral will become sec x plus c. That's your answer for the integral of this complicated function. By the way, this is very easy, right? Next, again we are given very simple question by the way. So it will become, just convert, because we don't know how to integrate in division. So what I will do is I will convert them in sin cos. It will become 1 by cos square x, and cosec square x will become 1 by sin square x, right? Now this will be 1 by cos square x, then if I reciprocate it will become sin square x divided by 1. So if you see, this is nothing but sin square x divided by cos square x, it is nothing but tan square x. Still, let me tell you, still you can't find the integral of this function. But we already know that sec square x minus tan square x is nothing but 1. So from here, if I find value of tan square x, so it will be secant square x minus 1. So I can write it as secant square x minus 1 because we did not know the integral of tan square x. Now but we know that this is the integral and this is the derivative of tan x, so its integral will become tan x, right? Then 1 will become x plus c. This is your final answer for this question. Next, again very easy of integral. So it is 2 minus 3 sin x whole divided by cos square x. If I send this cos square x to the denominator of each term, so it will look like this. And let me tell you, it will give you a function which you can easily integrate. So 2 by cos square x can be written as secant square x because it is a reciprocal. So 3 sin by cos will become tan x, and 1 cos will go in the numerator to make it as secant x. Now we can easily find the integral of this function. Why? Because we already know secant square is what. Again and again do it and practice so many questions, you will get it, and also you will be able to learn the formulas. Again sec x and tan x will become sec x. In the last just 1 or 2 minutes, I have used secant square x integral as tan x and sec x into tan x as sec x more than 2 times, right? So again and again you will use, you will get the answer. Just we need to find the integral of, in this question, under root x plus 1 by under root x. So just write x raised to power 1 by 2 and this will go in the numerator to make it 1 by 2. Just integrate this function and get the answer and choose basically the MCQ's option is over here. Now this question is very important. See over here. We are given that if we find the derivative of any function, we get this thing. If we find the derivative of this function f of x, then we get 4x cube minus 3 divided by x raised to power 4. It means if I found the derivative of any function, then we got this thing. If I integrate this thing, I will get that function. So just take integral both sides. So if I take integral, this thing will get cancelled out. We will get only f of x. Just don't show the procedure to being cancelled out. Just write f of x, because after integrating any derivative function, we will get the integral, right? So function, basically original function. Now just we need to integrate this function with respect to x. So 4 as it is, x raised to power 3. So add 1, so it will become 4 divided by 4. अरे भाई चल जाना यार. 4 divided by 4. Minus as it is, 3 as it is. So this is nothing but x raised to power, this is nothing but x raised to power minus 4. I just transpose it in the numerator. So after adding my 1 in the minus 4, I will get like this. Just solve this function, just solve this. So it will be f of x is equal to this one, this thing will get cancelled out, x raised to power 4 minus 3x raised to power minus 3 divided by minus 3. So minus minus will make it positive, and if you see 3 will get cancelled out, and your function is finally x raised to power 4 plus 1 upon x raised to power 3, because the power was negative in the denominator, it will become positive. Now one more important thing we are given, that f of 2 is 0. F of 2 is 0. Actually we have already got the function, but in the MCQs, if you see, your functions are in terms of your function is not in terms of basically c plus c, right? We need to also find the value of c, and for that particular you are given a condition that f of 2 is 0. So just put 2 in the function, 2 in the function. We are already given that f of 2 is 0. It means if I put 2 in this function, so it will become 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 4 plus 1 upon 2 raised to power 3 plus c. This will always give me 0. That's the condition given over here, right? Now 2 raised to power 4 is 16, then plus 2 raised to power 4 is 18 plus c equal to 0. So from here 16 x 28, so it will be 129 by 8 plus c equal to 0. So c is minus 129 by 8. Just substitute over here in the given function at the place of c this value, so you will get the final answer. So your f of x will become x raised to power 4 plus 1 upon x raised to power 4 minus 129 by 8. So this is your final look of your function that actually we had to find in this question. Now if any student have any doubt, you can send me your doubt on this number. I will try to upload a particular solution video on that particular doubt. Also, if any student need personal online class, you can connect on me on this number through WhatsApp, and also join the Telegram group, because I am going to share this PDF on that particular platform or channel. The link will be in the description to join the Telegram group. Okay, fine. So that's all for today's session, guys. See you in the next session. Jai Hind.